When you think of the word power, what do you often think about? Do you think about strength? A lot of people might think about strength as power. However, power typically has a speed component to it. So if you think about it this way, a grinding one rep max is not necessarily as powerful as maybe a fast submaximal load. So when I mean power in this video, we're thinking of the word like rate of force development and moving load at minimal time or as fast as we can possibly do that. So we're not really thinking about just strength. We're thinking of explosive strength. So before we get really into this video, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, whatever. For a lot of sports, the amount of time it takes to hit maximal speeds takes a hot minute, and a lot of times you don't have that time in that sport to hit maximal speed in the traditional sense. For example, when I used to run track and they tried to make me run sprints, off the line I was faster than every other girl there. However, after about the 50-meter mark of the 100-meter dash, the other girls started to catch up and pass me. So for a lot of sports, because I had a softball background, I had less time to get where I was supposed to go. So the faster I got to that point, the safer I was, more likely to be on base, right? So yeah, the faster I could accelerate to my location did better in sports-specific activity compared to traditional sprinting. So how can one train to increase the rate of force production, which could also help sprinters, jumpers, lifters, whatever? So this phase of training typically occurs in the preseason for athletes, so right before the in-season training. But first, let's talk about sprinters real quick. Your training should emphasize increased rate of impulse from the nervous system to the muscles working. And that is often occurring through strength training and overloading the hip and knee and muscles, or the leg muscles. So strength training can improve / work on both of these, which is good because you can kind of hit it 2 birds, 1 stone, right? So what lifts kind of need emphasized? Well, there's the deadlift, there's the squat, there's cleans, snatches, jerks, push press. They can all benefit sprinters and jumpers. So now let's talk about all the other groups in addition to just the sprinters and jumpers. Because to jump higher or further, you also need to train the nervous system as well as the legs. What mechanics do you use to jump or sprint? These details can help better tailor the workout or exercises to benefit you personally. So are we a hamstring dominant runner? Do we stand chest tall or hinge from the hips when we go for a jump? Because you can tailor like kettlebell swings to be moving exactly like your jump position to kind of help benefit that, or to target specific muscle groups. This is where the benefit of Olympic lifting can come in because it requires a high rate of force production for larger loads. So some positions like jerk and push press can also better mimic the loading phase of a jump. You can also perform plyometric drills like depth jumps, box jumps, jump and reach, standing jumps, either up or long jumps, and a variety of other drills similar to that. Now, I know that a lot of the Olympic lifts require high technique. So if you don't necessarily have that, what we can do is we can utilize the traditional lifts and just lift more swiftly, lift them quicker. So you can still get the power aspect of the lift. You'll just lift a little bit lighter, but a lot faster. So loading for that is typically 3 to 5 sets of up to 6 reps is appropriate for power gains. And higher reps are more difficult to maintain technique because we are starting to get tired. So smaller reps are better for that. And how do we rest for this, right? So typically between like doing some of the jumping drills, 5 to 10 seconds between each repetition is appropriate. Resting 2 to 3 minutes between sets is also correct for if you want to actually keep performing at the caliber that you're trying to perform for these explosive movements, and 48 to 72 hours between plyometric and explosive sessions. For the traditional lifts, you just lift faster. So all these things combined with still doing sport-specific training should help you increase your vertical, be more explosive, and be able to sprint faster. All right, write your favorite part of this video in the comment section below. Leave a comment. Let me know how much you liked it. Thanks for watching. Bye.